Head to the courts now because the Chief Justice Kwesi Eninieboa has declined the invitation to transfer the case between the state and former Chief Executive Officer of COCOBOD, Dr. Stephen Opuni, to another judge. Responding to a petition by Dr. Opuni, the Chief Justice said, quote, "In view of the fact that no serious allegations of likelihood of bias has been established, I will decline the invitation to transfer the case to another judge." My colleague and court correspondent, Godfred Tanam, is joining me via Zoom. Godfred, how did the Chief Justice arrive at this decision, knowing that Dr. Opuni had argued severally that there's some form of bias with respect to the judge who is sitting on this particular case?
Right. So the former CEO of COCOBOD, Dr. Stephen Opuni,
I think we are losing
the Chief
you.
Justice, Justice Opuni concerning the case. Justice.
I'm afraid we are losing Godfred Tanam there. The connection to my colleague Godfred Tanam isn't too favorable. We'll be trying to rectify that and get back to him for a clearer conversation on this. But the story is that the Chief Justice has declined the invitation by Dr. Steve Opuni, former Chief Executive Officer of COCOBOD, to transfer the matter to another court because of bias. If you can hear me now, Godfred, you were advancing a point.
Right. So I was stressing that the former COCOBOD CEO, that is Dr. Opuni, had petitioned the Chief Justice indicating that the Justice who is presiding on the case between himself, Seydou Agbongo, and the state, that he's been biased with some comments that he's made. So he petitioned him asking the Chief Justice to ask Justice Onyonyiga to recuse himself. But according to the Chief Justice, he thinks that no bias has been made, and then Justice Onyonyiga can sit in and then handle the case. I mean, apart from that, they have decided to also, or Opuni has decided to also file an application at the Supreme Court on the same matter. One, to quash the decision of the presiding judge, that is Justice Onyonyiga, that he cannot recuse himself in presiding the case, and also for the Supreme Court to decide whether Justice Onyonyiga should go ahead with the case or not. So Opuni was supposed to open his defense after the state had filed all the necessary documents, but he's yet to do that because of the cases that he's fully in, or the indication that he wouldn't want Justice Onyonyiga, who is a Supreme Court judge sitting in as an additional High Court judge, to sit on the matter, because he believes that at the end of the day, Justice Onyonyiga wouldn't deliver justice.
And have you been able to get any reaction from his legal team, for example, on the Chief Justice's decision?
Right. His legal team won't talk because they think that the matter is still with the court, that is the Supreme Court, which will be called very soon, or maybe by next week they will call the case and deal with it, and whether to decide whether Justice Onyonyiga should go ahead with the case. And as it stands now, they are not talking to the matter.
Thank you very much, Godfred Tanam.